Hello everyone, this is DC Fu from Teen Yet Dragon's YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about a very interesting topic following up the series with the I Ching, decode. And so right now I'm going to talk about something very different but related. Also related to divination stuff, which is to decode any numbers in the world. So yeah, it doesn't matter Chinese number, Western number is number, okay? So how do we decode number with the Taoism knowledge? Well, it all relates to how the universe cycles and how the universe works. There's a pattern which we call the 9-star theory. I have a full video lecture on 9-star. Check out, type 9-star theory Taoism on YouTube and you'll see that video. I was in green robe for that video, okay? So basically that's the full lecture. Now I'm going to go through this thing quickly so that you can understand what it is, and then we'll go into the examples. Okay, so 9-star, 1 to 9. First, we need to understand that there are always 9 stages to everything when it happened, okay? 9 stages. So the word star have nothing to do with the star on top of the, like in the sky. Most people, when they talk about this 9-star, they will think that it's related to some star in astrology and things in the sky, but basically it's not related to that, okay? It's the problem with people trying to interpret the word, but they do it too like literally on the surface. It doesn't mean the star as in the star in the sky. What is the star? Star is basically when something is completed and other things started, and that is the point when we call that a star point. Okay, like when you're finished with A and your B started. So between A and B, ding, that's the starting point, and that is the star. So basically that's the star. So 9-star means there's always 9 intersection between like stage 1 to stage 2, okay, stage 2 to stage 3, etc. After you're done all 9, it goes to 10 and cycle back. So basically that's the theory for 9-star, the basic, okay, what it's about. It's basically 9 stages of any happenings and how things happen. Now the easiest way is to take a look at this, like let's say compared to your body and how we human beings work, okay? So let's start. Star number 1, okay? We're going to refer them as star 1, star 2, and also the color. Color is the energy color and it's the light color, okay? Not the pigment color. Okay, let's go. Energy, okay, of star 1 is white, full white. Why white? Because it contains everything. So these are like a completed form of energy, a completion, completed. They all have everything inside already, awaiting for you to use. So in this case, let's say you right here inside a room full of other things. So all the stuff outside of you, we call them white, because everything is like a completed object, completed thing, and they're waiting for you to go in and grab it, right? So let's say I have chicken, I have things, noodles, and all these are called white because they're done, okay? They're all completed stuff. So all the completed stuff out there, this is the white outside of me, okay? Everything outside of me is white. Inside of me is black. All the stuff inside of me, because I don't have the stuff. That's why I am the black. Okay, I don't have anything. So I am black. I am waiting for anything outside to go into my body. So I am the black right now. Now, between the white and black, there's this, what we call the 5th element that bursts out first. And this is the middle between white and black. And that is the yellow power. Yellow energy. This is your heart energy, okay? Your heart. And the heart energy is the heart that you feel. Like, suddenly you look at all these things on the shelf and you, oh, I want this, oh, this feels good, this feels good. I look at this person, oh, feel nice. that kind of feeling energy. This is the heart energy. So when you look at things and you don't have feeling, you will not interact with them. The moment when you have mental or physical interaction, it's always because your heart feels first. So when your heart like that and a little spark of yellow come out, and that is the time when things start. When you have feel, okay, what happened next? We have the white, the black, the yellow, okay, inside me. Now, moment, and number 3 element comes in, D3, okay, the star 3 comes in. This is the gamma green, very light green color, like cabbage color energy. This energy is like the energy of inspiration, like the smell, the vibe of things that it gives you. It's invisible, but it gives you a lot of inspiration, creativity, and it sparks you up to thinking and stuff like that. Okay, so it's a lot of like temptation, sensation outside that will move around, float around, and it will slowly soak into you. So all these things outside, okay, the D3 element, we call them the Ling Hei. The Ling Hei is actually the energy that makes you want to move forward for it. That's why it's called the Ling. Ling is to bring this to here, to this to here. So it attracts you, okay, that kind of energy, attraction. Now, this D3 energy is outside and it's a light cabbage green. When it goes inside you, then it turns to a dark green because inside you is dark, okay? Black, right? So black plus this is equals to green color, a dark green color. So right now it's a dark green color inside. And what happened is it goes into your head first and it gives you the power to think and ponder. So it's like, oh, you smell and then you attract it. You don't have any feeling yet, right? And then you go keep going that way, right? It just attracts you to keep smelling more, and then your brain starts to think, oh, I should eat this. This is so tasty. And then you start to go crazy right here, right? Okay, now when this number 4 element, dark green, is done thinking and pondering and it sinks down to here again, the number 5, yellow. So this number 5 yellow now start to spark up and feel and say, yeah, good, whoa. And then the green and yellow combined. So it's light color, not pigment. So they're combined to a cyan kind of color, cyan greenish, bluish color. And this bluish color light stays at the bottom right here where your belly is, okay? Now this energy is the number 6 element. We also call that number 6 white, because basically the final stage is the blue and adding to the completion color inside, okay? So when it's full, it's white. So when it's inside, white and plus this blue color, it equals to a cyan color inside your system. So it's a cyan, bluish, sky blue kind of color, okay? That kind of color inside. When this number 6 element is happening, what it does is it stores it in, like how the ocean store everything inside the water. So this is like your internal energy. It builds up and store up. Now, as it store up more and more and more, it builds up pressure. Just like when you see ocean, the deeper the ocean is, the more pressure underneath, right? So when it sinks down to the very, very low bottom of the ocean, okay, right here, sink to the lowest point, it will have enough pressure and it will burst. When it bursts, it releases everything. So it's like a volcano, boom, go blast, okay? So this thing right here, okay, when you build up enough pressure inside, it's like your gut feeling, your gut telling you to do it, and you keep having this urge, ooh, yeah, do, you still haven't do it yet. And then when you feel the number 7th element, which is the red, opposite of blue, this red color is a firepower. It launches all that, it releases all that internal elements out of your body and to the surface. Now your surface gets it, okay? And what happened is, well, you will start to act it out. So when you release that energy out of your body, it goes back up. And first is your facial expression, your eyes going big, and then right here your mouth, and then you want to use your hand to grab, and then your feet and such. So basically, it's non-stop pushing things out to the surface. That's number 7. It's a spark moment that boom and launch everything out. Now when we are at the eighth element is the one white again. Like it's the 8 white, okay? So it's a white color again. Because why? Because this is a full form, meaning that you're fully, now physically fully ready. All the internal energy is brought out to the surface and you're like really ready to do it. Now, the 9th element is the purple color, okay? Violet color. Now, purple is when you start to do the stuff. And as you do, interact and do, you will burn up the energy inside, and the energy inside will be like the fuel inside the car, and you keep burning it up while you do. Now after you're all done with that, what happened is your body turned back to the black stage, because now you're empty again. You burn up all the fuel, right? So the whole cycle starts again. So now you want to find something white and consume it and go all the way back, and okay? So basically the inside and the outside of your body, that's basically what you're working with all the time. Inside and outside. Now you can always relate this to other things as well, because all the thing is pretty much running the same pattern. The first thing is you need to categorize in one event, which is the sky and which is the ground. Just like I taught you in the bagua and the ching lesson, the decoding lesson. Which is the sky and which is the ground. The sky is the party that outputs its element and go into the ground. The ground takes it, absorb it, and boom, okay? So let's say, give you an example here. Example. Okay, there's a dish, like you're a chef, right? You're a chef. So you cooked a dish of food and you gave it to the client, and you want to see how the client's going to like it. So you do a divination, and let's see what happened. Well, the food, where the food comes from, it's the sky. So the food, the dish of food, okay, sky, into the ground, which is into the customer's table, the customer. So the customer digests and processes it, and ding, come back out as the final result. So if we use this theory of the 9 star to describe the whole event. So number 1 white is of course the whole dish, okay? That's 1 white. And then the 2 black is the client, which is hungry. So look at the hungry client. Now the D5 is always inside the client. So inside the client, his feeling today, it's good or bad, okay? And then number D3, the number 3 star, gamma green color, like the smell, the vibe, the look, and all that stuff of your dish of food when it's served. Okay, so all that thing will float around in the air and motivate this person to think about the food. Now number 4, dark green color, this client then starts thinking and pondering about the food, and then his feeling, his heart pumps, and wow, I feel very nice, ooh, look pretty good. And then all that stuff, keep thinking, and the mental power go in and create the number 6 element, cyan color, light blue color. And this is the internal pressure, internal energy, like building up the urge of him to pick up the fork and eat. And then when it built up enough, he cannot stand it anymore. He's like so ready to eat. So D7 red color happened. So red launches. So first it's like an urge, like, oh yeah. And then when he's like that, okay, then number 8 element, D8 white, okay, the outside will keep his facial expression, and here it's all going to get started and ready. So he's like non-stop getting happy, eyes big and like that, and all the body is getting ready to eat. And then number 9 is when he really starts to go eat. Okay, now he's done. Okay, he's done. You may think, oh, but he ate the food. Now he's full. No, he's empty. Because why? He's empty for another thing. Like, okay, I'm done eating. So what's next to do? He will always have something he don't have, right? So next is, oh, I'm bored. So my D2 black is now on the boredom. So I have some kind of, oh, bored. I need to do something. Now I look in the activity list and see what I want to do. You see? So there's always this cycle, right? You're done with one thing, you have another thing to do. Okay, good. Now, let's put this into practical stuff, as in divination and things and decoding numbers. Make it easy. We will start with 2-digit and then go to 3-digit. Okay. So when you see 2-digit, the single digit, the number in a single digit, okay, is always the inside of a system, and the outside is always the second digit. Okay, so you can see it as yourself, your inside and the outside. So outside is always the action, like what I'm doing. Okay, the inside is my heart, my feeling. So it's like I'm punching you. This is the outside. Okay, punching you. 4, teaching you a lesson. See, that's the inside. I'm punching you. 4, revenge. See, so different. So different things outside will change the second number, and then the inside is the heart, the mindset inside. Okay. Now let's say we got a little divination right here. Okay, I have a bucket of sticks right here with numbers written on it. Okay, so let's say I have a question to div. Someone come and they want to do a divination. So they want to ask, I'm going for a job and I want to see how I'm going to do and such. Okay, so let's do it like, okay, my career. I want to know how this career is going to be like. Okay, and then a stick come out. 68. Okay, outside is 6 and inside is 8. So 6, as you can see, 6 is like a non-stop building, accumulating inside, right? You like the urge, the pressure inside, right? It's non-stop building up pressure and internally finalizing. So what you're doing right now is basically the outside is telling you that what's going on right now, basically on the surface, is it's building up, it's getting prepared to finish, it's getting ready and stuff. And the inside is 8, which is for a good blossoming future, externally blossoming future. So if you get a 68, it's actually pretty good for that kind of purpose, because it means that, okay, you're going for a job interview, right? So it means that a job interview right now at this stage is really just waiting and in process, about to be done, and it's going to the right and like the good direction. Okay, it's going to a blossoming direction, which is the number 8. Number 8 is like outside, when it's done outside exteriorly, and it's blossoming, growing bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's not dying off. It's in the yang stage, which is good. Now, another divination, let's say for a person who say, okay, I want to sell a house. Okay, good. I want to sell a house and I want to see how it does. So I do this shake and see, okay, what kind of luck I'm going to get. So right here I have a 29. Okay, 29. So outside is 2, which is empty and like awaiting to tick in and stuff like that. So that's the action, to suck in things. 9 is dying off, using up the internal power. So I'm sucking in things to, basically my mindset is to burn up the fuel and stuff like that inside. Okay, so this event right now is non-stop drawing in resources and burning your fuel. So if you're selling a house right now, this house is going to have issues like it's going to draw you in into a stage where you need to non-stop spend money to maybe repair this and that and stuff. So the house is not so good at this moment. Okay. Now another question right here. Let's say uh, okay, so your daughter is going to a competition, a swimming competition, and you want to know how it's going to be like, the future forecast, something like that. Okay, so daughter go into this. Okay, 25. 25. The outside, the light outside, okay, is 2. So it's a non-stop sucking in kind of power. Inside is 5. 5 is the feeling. Okay, so right now your daughter is in the moment is like she is getting a feel of things. It's still kind of like not very good, not very confident maybe. Okay, so at this time she lacks some feel. You know, cannot really get a grab of things. Okay, things like that. Or it can also be like she is trying to get a feel of things right now. She's just like sensing things, trying to like feel how it's like, and there's nothing really happening yet. Okay, so also it depends on when you're asking. If the competition is tomorrow, obviously this is not very good, right? Because she should be pretty prepared, and now she's just feeling it. That's the problem. Okay, so if you're asking this like 3 months before, then okay, yeah, sure, she's in the good stage. Now next one. Your father is right now in the hospital, in the surgery, and you want to ask how your father is like. So your father went into the hospital to do a surgery. What's the outcome? Okay, so another divination right here, 36. Okay, 36. So the outside is 3. 3 is the number when you're like moving elements around and getting senses and things coming into influence, and basically elements going into you to add the power, add the element into your system. Okay, and inside is 6. 6 is to store in and keep and build up the internal pressure. Okay, so in this moment your father go into the hospital and doing a surgery. So you can say right now that how is this surgery going to go? Well, the surgery is in the beginning stage and is collecting data and it's getting internally like almost done, but it's going to the good side. It's not done yet, and basically they're working on it, and things are going fine. Okay, things are going fine. It's just not done yet and not close to being done, but basically it's okay. You know, inside is stable and not very chaotic and stuff like that. So seems bright so far. Okay, one more example. Let's say you're going to a camping trip, and let's see how the camping trip's going to be like. Okay, camping again. Okay, so 42 right here. So 42 is basically the outside, the job you're doing right now. Okay, is basically going into action. It's like internally thinking and planning and stuff. And inside is 2. So you're like planning, but the inside is empty. So basically you're lacking planning power, you're lacking ideas, and maybe your plan not very good, and your trip is going to be not very well planned, things like that. Or maybe you're missing a lot of things still. Okay, so it's that kind of stuff. So as you can see, I can use any number right here, 2-digit, and to decode the whole situation. Now what happened if we see things like 100, 108, 1 something? Well, the third number is basically the yan stage, right? It's basically the final outcome, the out of the system. Okay, something that is born out of the system. So what happened when, let's say, okay, like this. I have a battery go into a flashlight, and what happened when I click the button? Okay, so go inside, and it got click, and at the end, will it turn on or not? How's the result at the end? That's basically the last digit, the third digit. Okay, and then so if we, let's say we have 108, so the outside is basically 1. Okay, so like you're exposing light out of the system. Okay, so it's like you, something go into you and you digest, put out this. Okay, that's basically what happened. So yeah, it sounds very complex to you right now at this moment, but it takes time to practice, and also my personal coaching and guiding as I talk to you and like personally talk to you in the lineage while you learn. You'll be able to learn these things better and easier, because I will give you examples and I will be talking to you face to face, and I will sometimes give you wrong examples so that you can actually learn by oops, and then you realize what happened and such. So there's a lot of personal teaching involved to master the 9-star theory and how to decode this and that. But all the basic concept goes back to the yin, the yang, and then the sky, ground, and the human, that kind of theory. And then we look at it with the number included. So this video is like, I don't meant to really get you learn and master the art right here, but I want you to know it's not very hard, because there's someone right here who can teach you the stuff without even quoting from any crazy books. You only need to know English or Chinese, and you can basically learn this thing already with some human language, not something that you cannot understand. You do not refer to books, quotes, and astrology. You don't need to look at those crazy stuff. You just look at realistic, simple concept, and basically you can understand it, and then you can describe the whole situation and stuff. And of course, just having a bucket of sticks like that does not mean you can already do divination or fortune telling, because as I said in the I Ching video, to do a real divination, there's a lot of energy work going on. So if you do not know how to do the magic, the energy work, then it doesn't work. So in order to do a real divination, you got to have the stuff inside you, okay, that allows you to do. So that's the magic power that we cultivate for in Taoism. Anyway, so if you want to get ordained and start learning today, you can always email me or visit my website, and you can start learning all these cool things right away, and we'll get you started with cultivating your power and such to use these things properly and accurately. Okay, so hope you like it, and we'll see you next time. Remember to subscribe, like, comment below, and support us on Patreon. Visit the Teen Yet Dragons YouTube channel and such. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye!